Ben, do you want to do the intro again?
Who's starting?
Are we recording now?
We are recording.
Yeah,
We started the
start.
podcast and ran it for 5 minutes, and then we didn't realize that we weren't going. So here's the actual.
Wait,
story.
hold on. Am I
None of
unmuted
us-
this
I
time?
started. Okay, fine. I'll take owner. Ben,
Am I
start it.
unmuted this time?
Yes, you're unmuted.
Okay.
Josh is muted as
Are
well.
we all
so
on?
Yes, we're all good. Start the episode, Ben. Give us a good starter.
SchmoCast. Here we go.
There
There it
go.
is.
All right, welcome
Again.
to the actual third installment of the SchmoCast, since we're actually recording this time.
Yeah.
This is the first one back in the new year, 2019. Brought it in, and we're back in school, so we're a bit sleepy today. So this one's gonna be a
Yay.
bit shorter. But yeah, that's what's going on. So in usual SchmoCast manner, well, in the past 2 episodes we've done the same thing, but let's make it standard. Story time to begin with. You guys have any good stories from New Year's or any other time that you want to bring up and share? Anything?
I have a story.
Hey.
Let's hear it. Let's
It's
hear it.
from
Elaine.
New Year's. Drew was there.
I was there.
Yeah, he already knows what I'm about to say probably.
Well, go ahead and say, because I
The
don't.
friggin' dog snatched my salami.
Wait.
That's your what?
Snatched my salami off the plate. When I was about to eat it.
You were just eating the salami.
Well, we
like
were all sitting there watching Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
right? When I was on the floor, because some people were hogging up the whole couch. So yeah, I couldn't get on there, but I was just on the floor, had my food next to me, was just chilling, looked away for 1 second, and the dog, my sister's dog, came up and ate my salami and ran away.
Oh my god.
And nobody would even let me exact my revenge on him. So
He's a dog, Elijah.
he needs to
He is a
learn.
dog.
Okay, you gotta learn somehow.
Yeah, he's a dog.
You
You
have
need to teach
food
him right
sitting
from
there.
wrong.
You can't teach a dog. You see, you.
What?
That's has
You
to be a
can't teach
mighty
a
good
dog.
dog. That has to be like a
If you're-
perfect attention dog. If you're gonna teach that dog not to eat
You're
food
telling
that's
you're
safe.
telling
Yeah, you're
me
right.
That's
that
instinct.
you're just gonna let the dog get away
Exactly,
with
exactly.
taking my boy's salami.
Exactly.
Well, the problem was it wasn't like it was the last piece or anything. In that case, I'd be like, "Oh, sorry, man, that sucks."
Yeah,
No,
wow,
there's
that's a
whole
that's a
other
good
thing of
response.
salami. There was a massive.
Hey, guess what though?
It was
He
at
stole mine.
least-
All right. That's a waste. You don't give the dog
Sure,
salami.
well, he took it.
Yeah, he
He's
did
his
take it.
now.
He did take it, and he had to learn from that mistake of taking my
Yes.
food. That's what happens when you take my
That's
food.
called training a dog.
You get training a dog. You can't train a dog.
You can't train a dog
What is-
not to eat
That's,
food.
What
that's
is
animal
that?
abuse. I'm calling the AS.
We're not training it to not eat food. We're training it not to eat our food.
I know. That's the same thing. They see food and they're gonna want to eat it though.
Well,
Same
that
thing.
is true. I mean,
They're-
when I
Guess
had
what?
they
dogs,
love man. They
You
love
know,
food.
so you're saying you can train a child to not steal other people's food, but you can't train a dog? No. Okay.
Elijah,
Dogs-
There's some pretty smart
what are
dogs.
you saying? There's no
Are you saying that you
It's a
proceeded to
child.
kick the dog after this?
No, that's
Sitting
not how I
and
got my
train
revenge.
it?
I was just putting it in my sister's room because it's her dog. But she's like,
yeah.
no, you
He's
can't.
barking up
Why
there.
are you putting the dog in my room? No. And then I was like, okay, I'll just close the doors to this room so he can't get in. No, he should be allowed to come watch the movie with us. He wants to watch the movie.
That's not what
Oh, come on. I was like, no, shut up. You're dumb.
Well,
Except nobody cared, so the dog got away with it. But I just shunned the dog for the rest
yes,
of the
you
night.
did. You gave the dog death
Yeah,
glares over
he
stealing
ran. He
your
was scared.
salami.
He was scared of me,
He was.
and he should be. 'Cause that's what happens when you snatch my food.
Yeah, well, I was saying earlier that when I had dogs,
We cut Ben off. Sorry. bro.
yeah, you did. No, that's my life.
No. Go on.
Hey.
Go on. We're listening.
So,
Cut short.
yeah,
You're
back
really-
back when I had dogs, they would always do the same thing. There was one time my one dog Shusha jumped up to the table and like literally yeeted a piece of pizza off of the pie.
Whoa.
Like it came out of the oven, sat down. All right, kids, line up, get your pizza. Like it was almost too funny
Yeah,
that
you could
happened.
Yell at that. That's like
Now
ninja.
my other dog was not as smart. And that one had knocked down a whole tray of cookies once
Ooh.
and ate a phone. So
What?
no,
Hold on. Let's hear about that. Let's hear about that phone story.
that's
a
pretty
little
much. So
You just ate a
phone
phone?
was laying on like a little coffee table, and the dog went up and ate it.
While the cookies were on the
Now,
floor.
not a good thing. That's a phone, okay? That's bad on so many levels. And we were not happy about that.
Oh, geez.
So yeah, I mean,
Did that lead
salami.
Did that lead to
foam.
the reason that you don't have dogs anymore?
Oh,
I
hope
don't.
not.
I don't know, man. They just disappeared one day.
My cat has
Yeah.
no interest in people food.
Yeah, Josh doesn't have a dog.
I have a cat. I really wanted a dog. I wish I would have had a dog growing
Yeah,
up. I
cats are
feel like
better.
it would have helped
What?
me. I don't know, because I like dogs.
It would have
What?
helped me.
It would've
Helped
helped
me be happier when I was younger.
Okay.
But it's fine though. Yeah, I got a cat. I love my cat. She has no
that's
interest
good.
in people food. She is not fond of citrus or mints, and I don't know why.
Because I think that's a smell thing more than anything.
Yeah, like if you hold something up to her, she'll like smell it, and it'll just be like, no.
Yeah, no, it's too strong.
Yeah.
They got
Cats
strong
are smart.
noses.
All right, cats won't steal your food. They'll just knock things that shouldn't be in the place they are off the place. You know?
And just make it inedible anyway.
Yeah.
Just get their hair all over it.
Yeah. Listen. Obviously, a cat knows. Okay. If this food is trash, bonk onto the floor for the dog to eat. The dog eats trash. Okay. And my food, which it shouldn't, because they eat everything because they're dumb. Dogs are stupid.
You are really bitter about this. I didn't realize
Why
just
don't
how
you tell us
bitter
how you
are.
really feel?
It was salami.
Yeah. Listen.
Yeah, sure, but
Don't
There was more.
snatch my.
I don't
nice,
think you understand, man. When it
No,
comes to
it's not.
salami,
my fresh.
It's alright. He's a
piece
good
of
boy.
salami.
He's a good boy.
No, you don't know him.
I saw him like once or twice.
Oh, yeah, okay,
when,
never mind.
When I drove by while his sister
he
was
knows-
walking.
he knows
out.
him in and
Yeah,
out.
I didn't know you were
seen
so
him,
well
you know
acquainted.
him. You know. him.
I saw him before.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that did happen. I bore witness to that.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. I got one. I got a New Year's. I just remembered this. Some of you might have heard this. I might have told Josh, but there was a New Year's story from way back that I remember. So let me share this one. What are you doing? What are you bracing yourself to do? Ben got really close to the mic and I got really nervous. So what's up, Ben? Tell me what's on your mind.
Oh, I was just breathing.
No, I can continue.
Go with your
continue.
story.
All right. Well.
This is weird.
Anyway.
Get away from that mic.
Ben, what's on your mind? What's on your mind, Ben?
Stop that. Okay. Anyway.
He said, "What's on your mind, man?"
Why is this picking on Drew time?
As you were saying.
Excuse me. Anyway, this story will give you full right to pick on me, however. Okay, so I was like 8 or something. I was really young. It was a bunch of New Year's back. It was New Year's Eve. I was waiting. I think at this point I wasn't old enough that I was physically able to stay up until the ball dropped. Because, kids just drop whenever they're out of energy. That's the truth. Like, if you see kids, they can be running around 1 second full of energy. And then they just take a power nap the next minute.
Have
you walk
you
into the room
seen
the next minute.
kids? Have you seen them?
I was one.
Oh, you were.
I was. I didn't
That's
just come
crazy.
out. Thank goodness. I did not. I was
Yeah.
not just a bird at what 6 foot tall, 200 some pounds. That would
Goodness.
be not fun for anybody.
All right, so you're.
But
you're a kid
anyway, I'm a
and-
kid. Thank you, Ben, for getting me back on track. Anyway, so basically, we had this little PT Cruiser toy. It was like a little purple PT
yeah.
Cruiser, and they had. Did I tell you this story?
No.
I might have. Anyway, it was a little tiny purple PT Cruiser, and it played this little salsa music, like it was just like really fun. So, back in this age, I was just like. Everyone was watching me. So I was playing with the toy and I was like dancing to the music. So this all went downhill. I went into the hallway. You have heard this.
Yeah, you've told me this.
I went into the hallway. It was at my grandparents' house. I went into their hallway with the toy and everyone's like laughing at me because they think it's funny. So I decide this is my time to shine. All eyes in the room are on me. I'm showing them my breakdancing.
Oh no.
Keep in mind, I was in a hallway. So, would you believe that as soon I started spinning around like a top? That was my signature move. That's the only breakdancing move I knew as a kid. That's like just getting on your back and pushing yourself and spinning, like just in circles, like a pinwheel. I was doing that. My head hit off of a corner of a doorway. it was just immediate fun. Everyone's like, yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, it explains a lot.
Clonk. Yep.
Oh man, but it was just clunk, and then I was like, it was immediate, just like, like I was freaked out. So of course, I get up, and there's a gash in the middle of my head where I hit my head on the doorway. So, And of course, the hit itself was kind of scary because I'm just like, oh, I don't want to die because I don't know what's gonna kill me.
I'm gonna die.
I could die. For all I know, I could just die spontaneously.
True.
And that's a story for another day. I have another story relating
About dying
to that.
spontaneously.
Yes, I was a very fearful kid. Anyway,
Still are.
basically, shut up. Anyway, so my parents were looking at it, and like, you know, the most terrifying part of this all is the second they said, yeah, that's gonna need stitches.
Ooh.
I hadn't gotten stitches up to that point, so I was like, what? No, like I was terrified that the needle was gonna hurt.
Yep.
Like not the fact that I gashed my head open. That was the big
Oh,
pain.
no.
No, a needle was going to hurt me worse than me smacking my head off of the doorway.
Just like some staples. Get some staples.
That's what
in there.
happened. I did end up getting staples. They
Ka-chunk.
couldn't. It's like something that's like, oh, it's easier just to staple it where it is or something. So I got staples. I didn't feel them. Obviously, they numb you up. I didn't realize
Yeah.
that. I
Oh,
thought they
wow.
just went in.
Oh, yeah,
They
they-
just
No way.
They
they
numb
just
it,
hold your
like-
head there and they just get the staple gun
Yeah, I
right
know.
on
That
your head
reminds
while you're
me-
awake.
That reminds me, when I was younger, I don't know how old I was, but I was a kid, and it was just me and my brothers home. So I don't even know what was happening, but I was trying to get the phone for some reason because I had recently discovered that between our two house phones, you could call the one house phone from the other house phone.
Whoa.
And like young me thought that was just the coolest thing ever. So I was trying to get the phone because I wanted to call the other house phone. And so my brother, he wouldn't let me have it. I don't remember why. But I turned around and I went to walk out into our kitchen. And so he decides that he's gonna give me the phone by throwing it at me. So he takes the phone and I don't know, I think maybe someone said something out in the kitchen, and so I turned my head to look out, and he threw the phone at me, and it nails me in the side of the head, like 2 inches from my eye. And so I'm just running around the kitchen screaming. There are drops of blood everywhere. The neighbor, one of my brothers goes and gets the neighbor's dad to come over and check it out. So long story
Doctor or
short,
something, or was he just like,
No,
he's wise. He needs to come over here
he
and
was
look at this.
the nearest adult that we trusted because we were kind of close with our neighbors.
Wait, who called your name then? Was it like one of you?
My-
was it
my
your other
brother. My
Oh, it
one-
was the
yeah, my
same
other
one.
brother.
Oh, your other brother. Okay.
My
I was
other
like, I
brother
thought it
was out in the
one of yours.
kitchen, I
Team
think, and then
effort. Take
yeah.
out Josh.
And so, long story short, I had to go get stitches, and it was the weirdest experience because they numbed it, and the numbing stuff like really burned, and then it stopped. And when they were putting in the stitches, viewers or listeners who are faint of stomach, you can skip ahead a couple seconds. So you could feel the needle sticking through the skin. Like I could feel it stabbing through my skin, just without the pain. Like I could feel every single
yeah.
little thing they did just without the pain. And it was that was all I had to share.
Nice.
I'm not good at concluding stories well.
So basically,
Yeah.
at least 2 out of 4 of the members of the SchmoCast have suffered serious. Not serious. What am I saying? We just suffered head injuries, so that might really show. That might explain something.
I used to run into tables a lot when I
That
was
also
young.
explains a lot.
There was a table in the middle of our kitchen, and I would like to run around it, and I'd hit my head on the corner a lot.
I thought you were gonna say I like to run into it.
No,
I
no.
like to hit my
I like to
head
run
on the
around it.
What?
It's like out in the middle.
It's like masochistic. It's like, oh yay! I like that. Just little kid Josh, just like looking for fun, just boom, 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 smashing your head on the table. All right, well, yep, that was from many New Year's pasts.
But time repeats itself.
Time
'cause
repeats itself.
That's not the only time Drew injured himself dancing.
That's true.
We
This
talked
is
about
twice
that
on my
one.
record. We've talked about that
Yo,
one.
you already
What was that,
know.
2 episodes ago?
You already know.
You already
Huh?
know.
What was that, 2 episodes ago?
Yeah, that was first episode. We talked about my injury.
Otherwise known as episode 1.
Episode 1. That's right. First, the inaugural SchmoCast episode.
Go check it out if you haven't already.
Man, I
Go
should've
check it
brought
out.
snacks.
And the second one, too.
Well, maybe not the second one.
Well, yeah. Okay, but no. Also, something else that happened on New Year's was, I don't know, something. I heard about this. The Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth
Died.
II, she did not die.
Oh.
She's still alive. But she did give an address of some sort I just thought this was funny. I don't know the full details. I'm gonna be honest here, but basically the gist that I got was she made like this thing. She made this video, this New Year's address that was just like, it was just like, we need to look out. The poor people are we need to help them. Basically, that's what I think. That's what I think it was. The gist. It was something about the people who are like in the, what's the word I'm looking for here? Impoverished. That's good. And basically during this whole thing, she has a gilded piano behind her, like literally a piano coated, either made purely of gold somehow,
Probably
or coated
not.
or gilded, probably gilded. And it's just really, I just thought that was really ironic and funny.
You're right.
Like everybody else. So I don't know why I just said that. I don't know.
I mean, it would have been
I
really
just wanted to
obvious
bring that
if
up.
she like went to the, like whatever basement, so like whatever, went to the nearest poor village and was like standing in front of some shacks and was like, we need to help these folks. I'm like them.
Yeah, that would have made
I
an
re-
impact.
I relate
No,
to
not
these
that.
people.
I'm like them.
No, not.
Not quite.
Send your money to the Palace of England, and I will distribute it as I see fit. Okay.
Good
There you go.
good old monarchy there. No, but like, why was, like, I wonder if she was like, I want the gilded piano right there, and they set the gilded piano in the background of this video, trying to give a serious message. It's like all everyone focused on was the gilded piano. Like, who has a gilded piano other than the Queen of England?
Probably only Drew focused on the gilded piano.
No, look it up. Look it up. That's a semi-big thing.
I'm gonna
People
see.
focused on it for
I'm
like
gonna
a day.
see everyone.
A whole day.
I'm gonna see everyone watching the video because there's videos on about everyone watching the video
Well,
and what they're looking at.
I mean, I don't know. I just wanted to bring that up. Also, didn't like Ninja did something during the New Year's thing, the Fortnite guy.
Yeah.
He like, didn't he try to get like a bunch of people to do the floss and like nobody did it
don't
with
know,
him?
he's-
I wouldn't be
that-
surprised.
That whole thing is cringy.
I know, it was
I
bad.
don't know anything about that.
I saw a video of something like that.
Try to do
Just imagine that out there. It's like
All right, everyone,
all
we're
the
gonna
people
do
you're
it.
trying to appeal to are probably asleep at this point, right?
Yeah, 12
Why are
year
you
olds.
trying to get everybody in Times Square to floss with you? No one's gonna do that.
Oh, is that what they were trying to do?
I think that's what he was trying to do.
Oh, yeah,
I
I
think it was
did-
something like that. He was trying to like he's like, let's everybody. I I think that's basically what it was. It's like, let everybody do the floss.
This was yeah.
And nobody
They're
sees
not gonna
it.
go to New Year's Eve to do the floss.
Nobody's gonna do that for you, Ninja. Get out of here with your pink hair.
Yeah, there's.
I thought it was blue.
No, it's pink now, I think.
Oh wow.
Oh.
He's a big boy with his pink hair.
How can you see his hair if he's a ninja?
And thanks for the input there, Ben.
Good,
You haven't said anything in a while, Ben. Tell us a
Good
story.
contribution.
Yeah, Ben, you give us a story.
Sing us a song, or don't.
I don't got any stories or songs.
All right, well,
I'm fresh
Just
out.
kind of talk
Fresh
about.
out.
I don't know.
all right, well that was story time, I guess. So that's basically our New Year's stories, pretty much.
I got
Okay. Okay. So Ben, you wanted to bring up something.
Oh, yes.
The schmo lingo, as we called it.
What?
Yeah, that's
So-
what we're gonna call it. You just listen.
Well-
He's got it.
Basically, what I wanted to do here is we mentioned before that me and Drew were the bass boys in marching band. We played electric bass for like the football games, and bass players already know there's a lot of, sitting around and just a lot of extra time to yourself.
Yeah.
You see yourself a lot of rear.
What?
Because you're sitting in the back.
You might want to elaborate on that. We're back there
You're sitting
looking
in
at
the
a
back.
lot of weird.
You're sitting.
behind.
I mean, some
Yeah.
good, some bad, right? You're sitting in the back. So me and Drew, we came up with a lot of, I don't know, would you say colloquialisms, sort of?
Yeah, just terms.
lingo.
Our little lingo.
And we're going to try to remember them right now.
So if we bring them up, people know
And
what we're talking about.
I know that Elijah and Josh know of several of these, but I don't know if you know all of them. So I want you guys to kind of give input on this stuff too.
All right.
All right. What's the first one you remember? Like just the most common bass boy thing.
Pop poppin'.
Pop poppin'.
We say pop
That
poppin'
is
a
a
lot.
I don't
classic.
even know if that's Bass Boys.
Well, it
That's
started
kind of
as
Bass
bass boys.
Boys.
We consider it bass boys.
Because we ended up beating it like a.
Oh, yeah, you
But we
just-
still love it. but we say it a lot.
Pop, pop.
Pop, pop.
And we probably have said that already on some
Yeah,
of the
we did.
SchmoCast.
We probably said that on the first episode.
We did.
Pop, pop.
Definitely.
So where that comes from is on the bus ride, like from different high schools. When we're coming back to our high school
Football
after
games.
but when we go to away games and are coming back, we're all tired and we don't know what to do. We're killing time. So we were trying to come up with like stupid pickup lines just to entertain ourselves.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, we were all just exhausted and couldn't think of anything. And so I came up with the best one of the whole night. I said, you see that guy over there? His name is Pops, which is referring to the director's nickname.
That's our band director. We call him Pops.
They call him Pops.
That's his name.
At,
So
band
I
camp.
point towards him and say, oh, what were you going to say?
I was just gonna explain that, but you can.
Well, I don't even know.
We,
It was at band camp last year. He was just kind of like, yeah, you're on my family, and my son, he calls me Pops, so I want you guys to call me Pops.
It's
Oh,
kind
that's
of, we
weird.
just call him.
Anyway,
Okay, go on.
I tell everyone this is the best one, and I point up towards the front of the bus and say, you see that guy over there? His name is Pops. And it was set up perfectly. It had so much potential. And I said, pop and date me. I don't know. And that got everyone.
Oh,
So-
yeah, I was crying.
So now pop is just the universal language of love.
Now it got Ben a girlfriend.
Yeah. I
Did it?
Did it? I don't
know.
It did.
Yeah.
No, it didn't.
That one worked for me.
Huh?
I used that one. Pop, pop. No, not really. That's not actually what I
Pop,
used.
pop. So we just say pop, pop a lot now. It
Yeah.
doesn't. It basically means everything and nothing at the same time.
Yes.
It depends on the situation.
Just a
Pop.
brief summary.
It's just
Yeah.
Pop,
so
pop.
that's pop, pop. That is
Pop,
a really
pop.
common one. Remember how we would go, yeah,
yeah, we go, yeah.
during the football games when stuff would happen in our favor. We would,
Yeah.
we would,
We would just go.
we would rejoice in saying, yeah.
Bass
I don't-
Bois have a combined IQ of about 50.
That's what it takes to be a bass player.
Yeah, well,
I think it's about a 45 for Ben, 5 for Drew.
now I don't know why or when we started to do it, but we did it all the time.
That's the one I don't know the origin of.
And
it
in
just kinda
fact-
started.
At one point, it went from yeah to just
Because you did that the one
Like
time.
there was one time I
One
did
time
it.
I look over. at
Something
Ben,
happened. I go.
Something happened. He goes.
"Ah!"
And Jay just goes. Ah! He starts
Ah!
screaming. I'm like, what are you doing? You didn't say yeah. You just screamed. You
Yeah.
just bellowed into the night.
We had a great season
Oh,
this
yeah.
season. Reason?
Bass Boys.
Bass Boys.
Obviously.
I mean, and the football team just did so much better than they have. before.
Why?
It's been
Bass
Bass
Boys.
Boys.
it has been years since they have made it to playoffs.
It has
Yeah,
been
our team wasn't
Bass Boy.
too hot.
They have won a combined total of I think 2 or 3 games the past 3 years, but then this year they came and they went to playoffs.
You want to talk about hop on my back? Do we want to talk about
That one. That one lasted a little bit.
I don't
So
know
we
that
would say
one.
jump on my back. Like
say jump on my
that worked its way into some pickup lines too. Like, hey, you want to jump on my back? So that one comes from a story.
Yeah.
It was our first away game. In fact, was it our first
I remember this
game?
story.
It was our
I
first
think
It
game.
was our first game. And so since this is my only year that I've been in band, it was my first game ever.
What
And
an experience.
we went to another school, and during halftime or whatever, when we had free time, we went out and the other band came over. Long story short, some random kid from the other band wanted to like
Who was also
piggyback,
very short.
shorter than me.
Yeah, because I was there when this happened.
It was some
girl
random
that was
mellophone
like,
player.
yeah, she was looking for other mellophones, and she just decided that this would be best done
This
on
was-
the back of.
This guy
Oh,
she's
dear.
Yeah.
never met.
No, I'm just standing there, and I didn't even know, like, I barely even knew that this person was there. And she just comes over and goes, yeah, I'm going to jump on your back. And I'm like, no. And then she did. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, you didn't really like.
I just stood there,
Yeah, you
stiff as a board.
Yeah, you didn't move. I don't
I'm like
blame
looking
you.
at each other like,
we're all like,
she didn't make it on the back. 2 attempts, didn't work.
Then she called your name. and then-
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
she was
right.
like, she was like,
That brought us to another.
yeah, that's
Bass Boy.
yeah, that's true.
She called me a word I'm
Yeah,
not
it was,
allowed to say.
It was-
Jack
No.
Donkey.
Oh, it was
Jack.
Jack. No,
Yeah,
it was
Jack.
Jack.
We're a family-friendly
And so-
podcast.
Yeah, we keep it PG.
when we talked about this afterwards, instead of saying what she said, we would say Jack Rabbit.
Yeah.
And we were saying it so much, telling everyone this story, that we just started sounding like rednecks or something. And so it went from Jack Rabbit to be Jack Rabbit, Jack Rabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would say the jump on my back. And the funny thing was, I remember when we were laughing about that day, we were like, we need to laugh about this now because tomorrow it's not going to be funny. But here we are.
You talking about it
We
months later.
still think it's hilarious. Now, I haven't told anyone that story.
That's, yeah. First,
So there you go.
Schmo
I was already
premiere.
there, so
There you
Because
go.
I just thought it was a dumb story, you know?
it was pretty dumb.
Pretty dumb.
I'll give you that.
The funny thing about it is afterwards thinking, did that actually happen?
It was so surreal. Like,
Yeah,
who
it
would
was-
think that's okay? Like, especially to someone you don't know, really. It's like
Yeah.
you came over.
I
She probably
had
talked
no
to
idea
Ben
who
for
this
a
person-
minute prior
No,
to trying
she
to
No,
get
yeah,
help
she
back.
did.
Nope.
She did.
If even.
It was
He was just standing in the group that she walked
Yeah,
out
it was
of.
standing in the group.
It was a group of people. One of them, like some of them, well, she was looking for mellophones. So I
Yeah.
guess it wouldn't have been like any other mellophones there. So I guess she just decided, you know what, this kid's pretty short. I can probably make it to the top of his back.
Oh, she wanted to look over the horizon and
Yeah,
see if she could
yeah.
find him.
Yeah.
But what could one looking do
I don't
though? Because
know.
we didn't have
No
our
one-
instruments.
no one
So how would
knows.
she know if he was a mellophone player?
No, I just don't understand how somebody can be like that comfortable. Like that is just beyond me.
Well,
like
I
just
wasn't-
like
I was not
even
comfortable.
I
That's
have no personal bubble. Like I don't know, just like physical touch doesn't bother me, but like even I know that that's not something you
okay.
do.
Like that there's a social thing here. It's like you don't act like she acted like she knew you for like you were her best friend. She's like, I'm gonna jump on your back. In which case, that's fine. But she didn't know Ben. And she just decided it was okay anyway.
Yeah.
Not to mention, she barely gave you warning at all that
Yeah.
she was
And
jumping
also
up.
he
Yeah.
was like,
I said-
no.
yeah,
Yeah, you're like,
Drew,
no?
Would you jump on Ben's back, Drew?
So technically that was non-consensual.
Okay, let's not get into that.
No. No, but it wasn't.
Here's the thing.
It
I'm
wasn't.
being honest.
No,
I
no,
didn't
no, no.
like. I can put up with crap like this. Like, I'm not just gonna be like, okay, guys, I'm just gonna go cower down over there now
Yeah, no.
and quit band. No, I can put up with crap. I can put up with these boys. I can put up with crap.
What do you mean?
So,
like we're heathens.
but anyway, yeah. So that's jump on my back. That
Jump
one
on my
didn't last
back.
too long. But Jack Rabbit, that was one we would say a lot. Like if I were to like bump somebody or with my bass or something, I'd be like, oh, the dang Jack Rabbit.
Yeah.
And it would just be stuff like that.
Just turned to her like own personal insult.
I remember something that I think Drew, you said it was.
Oh no, is this gonna make me seem like
well,
an idiot?
I don't see. I can't remember the exact.
This is gonna make me seem.
What
like,
is it? What is
Well,
it?
give me your.
It's like I can't remember the exact details, but it was something about there was some miscommunication, and you thought you ended up saying something about like weed or something. Like you smoke.
Oh, yeah. I told him about this one.
Care to fill us in?
Okay, I will fill you in on this one. This is a really good story. Okay, so usually when I'm being that stupid, I'm really sleep deprived, and that was definitely the case here. So like I'd say dumb stuff all the time, but I say really dumb stuff whenever I'm on a few hours of sleep. This was one of those nights. We were at an away game. It was one of the longer trips too, so I was really just like I was out of it. I was hungry. I was just like done. And so I was talking to our friend Wes, who, if you're listening, hi Wes. He plays guitar for the band. If we haven't brought him up before, I can't remember. But basically, what happened was like I was just talking to Wes, and like I went into that zone where I was like paying attention, half paying attention, and then half of me was just like listening all around. I was just taking in everything. And the one thing that I took in from people talking around me is some guy was walking behind me with his friend, and all I hear is oh, smoke weed, huh? And then of course my mind is like, that's funny, that's comic genius. So then I rear back. This was just like an impulse. It was like I don't know what caused it. It just ruptured out of nowhere. It was like something possessed me and like took control. It's like, you have to say this thing because it's funny. And I just rear back in the middle of Wes saying something, and I go, I gotta back up for this. I'm like I like lean over a bar. I go, smoking weed, and like, and basically I like lean back, and then like as I say weed, I lean over the bar and like just like heave. And Wes,
I wasn't even there.
And Wes is just laughing at me. I'm just like, I don't know. I just thought that was funny. I literally cannot explain why it happened. It just, I thought it was a good idea to say because I thought it was funny.
They call that Freudian slip.
I don't think it was.
Oh,
that's not really
it
a
was
Freudian
that.
slip.
I wasn't
You guys
there for this
screamed
one.
it. That wasn't an accident. That was just like something drove me to say that. It was destiny that I said.
It was his
smoking weed.
subconscious.
It was my subconscious taking over me. I'm like, that's funny, man. You gotta put that out there into the world. You gotta let. I don't know where that came from, but yeah. So now that's just something I say.
All the time.
All
He
the
says that all the
I haven't
time.
said that in a long time. Actually, I forgot about it for a little bit. But yeah, that was the only other thing I can really remember from our Bass Boy exploits.
Now, one important feature of the Bass Boys is their biggest fan, the Bass Bee.
Bass Bee! Oh man. You can
What?
tell I'm excited. There's crickets from the other two. We gotta stop talking about this. Is the last one. We gotta stop talking about this.
Yeah,
we gotta
you
stop
gotta move
talking about
on.
this. We gotta move on.
What do you guys think of Bass Bee? Do you even know what
No,
Bass Bee
we-
is?
I think I
idea what you're
remember.
talking about.
Didn't you
Well-
say there's just like a bee that would just like
Yep.
chill?
Did we talk about
There
this
was a
one?
bee. I'm just gonna. Do you mind if I just say
No, yeah,
basically
you can
the
go.
short? Basically, there's this bee that would always show up in the morning whenever we were out playing. He would show up for like 20 seconds, hang out a bit, and then say goodbye. Like that was it. He would only bother us for like 20, 30 seconds and then leave. So we were like, he's a fan. So we started calling him the Bass Bee because he just kept coming back. And we're convinced it's the same bee. We don't know about the lifespan of bees, but we're convinced that they're sending them out just to be like, hello, like what you're doing here.
Oh,
No,
no, I
wait.
do remember that bee flying around the rest of the band too.
He was
No, I remember
probably
he landed
on
on top of my head, and I was just kind of like, okay, I guess there's a bee in my hair now.
The funny thing about this was that it was literally the first week of band. This bee came, and Drew and Wes were always like running away, and that's why they ended up saying, "Don't worry, I don't think the lifespan of a bee is that long, so we won't have to put up with this for much longer." And we would joke about him like being there forever, but he was there the entire.
Being there forever.
Okay, he was there.
This is why we're moving on after this one.
He managed to be there
Stop saying bee.
Stop.
You're just gonna.
the entire marching band season because literally the last day.
Shut up.
I'm sorry, I'm done.
All right, Ben.
I'm done.
He was
Last day he was still there, right?
yeah, and he had a girlfriend too.
And he had a girlfriend.
Like,
we brought a girl.
It was a happy ending because there were two in the
We were
end.
just happy. All right, well that was Bass Bee and all the Bass Bee
was a
Bass
good
Boy
story.
stories. So
Most
sorry
of
about
them.
that, guys. We just kind
We could really relate to those.
Man,
sorry
we
about
got
that.
nothing
All
like
right,
that
guys.
in the trumpet
Do you
section.
guys wanna carry on? What do you guys want to talk about now? We got to talk about our thing.
Man, we got nothing like that in the trumpet section. The only thing we have is when a specific person, when they ask what day it is, we all respond really loud.
Trumpets are-
Tuesday.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
There's a real long story. I don't really want to get into it because it's but basically we have this list of rules of the Outback, and one of the rules is what day is it, and the answer is Tuesday.
Okay. I don't get that
That's-
one with just that much. Sorry, Josh.
I'm just saying that's all we have,
Rules of the
and it's
Outback.
just I don't know. You just have to play trumpet to understand
You
it.
have to be there, man.
You had to be there. We had at our section party. We had this big long ceremony and everything.
It sounds like you guys are like a cult, not so much a
No.
section.
No.
Trumpet cult.
He's wearing his trumpet shirt, by the way. Nice shirt, Josh.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's really soft.
That's good.
Okay.
I just felt like I'd put that out there
That's good.
in case you guys cared.
Yeah, that's. Oh, I'm glad that you got a soft shirt.
It's really soft.
Genuine. I'm not saying it's not. All right, Elijah, what do you want to talk about? You haven't brought. I don't think you've ever brought up a topic to
Oh yeah,
discuss.
except for the whole New Year's stories that I talked about.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like of your own, like one that's come up in your mind. What's on your mind, Elijah? What do you want to ask about? What do you want to discuss in the Schmo round table?
Okay, guys. Normally in a normal day, I would have gotten up 4 hours ago. So this is like really late for me, and I'm trying to sleep. So
All right.
good night.
All right. Well, that was Elijah, everybody. Thanks for coming.
I got something.
Z Z
Do
Z
it.
Z Z
You?
Z
Do you?
Z.
So I forgot to share this at our last SchmoCast, but basically, over the break that we were not in school, I had lost so many brain cells that my 2 remaining brain cells were really bad at putting thoughts together. So at some point during the break, over the span of an entire day, I only had this one thought going through my head. It was the only thought my brain could come up with. And so on repeat, like a broken record in my head all day, I had vamoose rubber goose. What? That's it. The entire day. That is the only thing my brain could think of. And I was just like, I need to get back in school. I am losing brain cells at an alarming rate.
Did that come from something, or is that
No,
just the product
I just
of your
woke up
brain?
and on my mind was vamoose rubber goose, and that was it all day until the time I went to sleep. That's all I could think about.
You told me that story. I
Sounds
thought
like
it
a
was from
cultist
something.
chant.
Like I don't know.
It's just
Vamos, rubber goose. Yeah, that's it. Sorry about
Thank you.
that.
Thank you, Drew.
I just clipped the mic.
That's all I
Yeah,
got.
we're
Yo!
SchmoCast is canceled. You can all go home, or just stop listening, I guess.
They already have.
Yeah,
They already have.
go home. What they have
Bass
to
Bois
leave your
conversation is boring.
leave your local radio station, which is where you watch. You listen to SchmoCast.
Parts of the SchmoCast. Yeah, sorry about this one, guys. We're a bit out of it. I'm gonna be honest. What? You just don't even say what, because you just said about how you're sleepy too.
Yeah, well, that's because it's true.
That is true.
But I'm not apologizing for it.
Well, I am. So sorry, guys. We're gonna be more awake for the next one, hopefully. This is just a new change of pace. Man, school just came back, and it was just like, what the heck?
We could use a Monster or Red Bull sponsorship.
Ew.
Man, I wish-
sponsorship.
Yeah, sponsorship. Ah,
sponsorship,
he's like,
not too
yeah,
bad.
Or I don't know, another.
Hey, Drew, you gotta get the drink too if we're trying to get the sponsorship.
Hey, 5 Hour Energy, you want to sponsor us? Hit us up at schmocast.com. That's not an actual thing.
That's not
Don't,
a thing yet.
If you look it up and it's something bad, that's not my fault. I don't actually know.
It actually is a cult page.
It actually is. How'd that get there?
Rubber
Gosh.
goose.
What? How long have we been recording, Drew?
43 minutes, so it's still much shorter
Wow,
than any
that's
recording
cool.
podcast.
That'd be alright.
All right. Well, sorry guys. I guess you're not getting a improv thing this week.
If that disappoints you that we're not getting an improv rated thing, make sure you let us know.
Let us know in the
Yeah,
comments.
know
Let
if
us
you
know in the
like this,
comments
'cause we
if
just do 'em for
you're on
fun.
YouTube.
They're a lot of work sometimes.
If you're listening on another platform, you could probably just go to the YouTube one. Really easy, find us, search same name.
Check out our other 2 improvs.
Yeah.
yeah, check
On
out
our-
our other two.
on our YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Yeah.
And share to all your friends and family
yes,
members.
please.
And make sure you tell everyone you know to tune into SchmoCast at SchmoCentral on YouTube.
Or Spotify.
Or iTunes,
Or iTunes.
podcast.
Yes. And hit that bell icon for notifications.
Thank you for saying that. I forgot about that one last time we brought up all the channel things.
Get notifications. I don't know how anything other than YouTube works.
Yeah.
But subscribe or do whatever you do.
Do your
follow
Help
us
us out.
on Instagram.
Also, we're gonna try to get more content up other than just the podcasts eventually. So,
Ooh, look out for that.
those of you who listen on iTunes or Spotify solely, we're gonna have more on the YouTube channel. And if you could support us on the YouTube channel, that'd be cool as well.
Hit that
Because that's
thumbs
gonna be
up.
our main. That was the original plan. But yeah. So we're gonna have probably some live action bits coming eventually.
Smash like.
Game stuff. I don't know what game stuff, but we're gonna have game stuff eventually.
Maybe we could do an animation.
Maybe an animation even will pop up on there. Who knows?
Animation of a or not live action.
We're not gonna do that. Josh, you're sleepy.
I need.
He's over there rubbing his face. Poor boy.
Vamoose rubber moose.
We're not gonna talk about dreams again. Little key into the first SchmoCast that we recorded.
we don't mention
that we did not post. Episode 0, the test run. That might go up someday, but
Nah.
not.
Maybe
anytime
No.
if it takes off and there's like if
Maybe if people want to
SchmoCast
see it,
takes
it's
off,
really
we
not
get,
that
like,
good.
we want
if we get
this.
enough of a following that we can survive the massive loss of listeners we'll get after posting that.
The lost episode. No, but we talked about dreams and it just went, Can we talk about that first podcast real quick before we close up here? That was bad. Like we were all not in it.
Hey,
Like we just
first
like
attempt.
first attempt.
I mean, I was good. I don't know about you guys.
You didn't say anything.
Yeah, you didn't say anything. You just
And
said
when you did, it was too quiet.
yeah.
I don't remember the first episode, but I'm sure I was great.
It was
You're being
it was
quiet now.
comparable to like the last 5 or so minutes of this podcast.
Yeah. Well, no, I'd say it's still
Or basically anything Ben said ever.
because we were trying. I think the thing was we were trying way too hard at that point.
Yeah.
All right, fellas.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I guess that wraps it up for this episode.
Yeah, let's-
Elijah, sing us a song.
let's
in
stop.
closing.
Yeah, you want to tune us out to a nice little.
Sing us a song.
Let's
in
actually
closing.
end this one instead of an improv theater from all of us.
do an improv song.
Elijah, do you want to do one of your sick freestyles? Did you know that was coming as soon as I looked at it? Come on,
I
man, you
don't-
gotta.
Yo,
Come on,
let's
don't
give
let you
him-
beat.
Let's
Just
give him
deliver it.
let's
Just
give him
deliver
some
it.
words.
Yeah,
and
let's
he
give
has
him.
to
Let's give you a topic. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, come on, it'll be fantastic.
sum up the whole podcast.
This is going to boost your career. Whenever some big label record company is going to listen to this and be like, "We need him,"
Yeah, I bet.
they are going to be. All right, Josh, you got
Sum up the whole
do you have like a
podcast,
beats
little
maker? Can you make beats
freestyle.
on the fly? Can you start it?
I just looked this up on YouTube. We got a free.
No, wait,
best-
I'll just. Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
All right, free.
What is
best
that?
freestyle rap instrumental beat. Come on, Elijah.
We didn't. Hold on, pause it. We didn't.
All right.
I
All right, what is the topic that we want to have Elijah talk about?
I want him to do. I want to sum up the SchmoCast. Give a summary.
Give us a summary in rap form.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to do that?
I mean, it's
we'll
gonna
give
be
you one
terrible either
reroll.
way, so-
Oh yeah.
It's got a rhyme.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
No, not
Well,
necessarily.
it has to try and you have to try and.
It has to be
it's a quote.
sick.
Epic.
Ben, you're either quiet or clipping. I think we all are this episode for some reason. I don't know
Yo, let's
why.
get it.
You're gonna have some fun editing this.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of clips.
Have
All right,
fun.
Elijah, do you want a moment to meditate here? Get ready.
Mm-hmm.
All right, think about it.
Yeah, amazing. All right, so is it gonna be a summary? It is gonna be a summary then of SchmoCast?
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
if you want to
Yeah,
do that,
yeah,
if
go ahead.
not, we can give you another
Go ahead.
one, I guess. But you want to do that? You want to do the summary?
Yeah, I'll try that.
All right.
Hold on, what is it?
Just the SchmoCast rap. It doesn't even have to be about
SchmoCast.
this episode in particular. Let's just give him the SchmoCast rap.
rap.
SchmoCast rap.
SchmoCast.
Give him the SchmoCast rap.
Yeah.
He can release it as a single on iTunes.
Yeah.
Give us something iTunes worthy, Elijah.
Yeah. And
All
you
right,
already
all right,
you
all right,
kind of
you
heard
ready?
the beat
No,
already.
I
You gotta wait for
Got
the
it. Wait,
bass
you-
to drop.
Almost.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, he's
I don't
working
think
on
Wait
it.
for the bass
I
to
just gotta
drop.
think of
He's
the
thinking
intro.
about it.
Everything after that, I'm sure it'll come to me easy.
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
just
You
gotta
always
think of
start
the intro.
and then you.
Just gotta think of the intro.
Yeah. Let's get it.
How long is that rap beat?
We got 3 minutes and 4 seconds.
no,
Is that
no.
enough?
No,
Make it
that's
long.
too long. That's
We'll
way
know
too
when
long.
he's
We'll
done.
pause it if you run out of steam.
I can
man.
maybe do 60 seconds.
Well, wait. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's just keep going as long as you can. If it gets bad, just keep going because it's just gonna be good.
All right.
Yeah.
So
let's see.
before he
All right,
starts,
hold on,
you gotta
hold on.
give me a second here.
All right,
so,
everybody's
in
gotta be
case this
quiet
is
for
really
us.
loud.
Here we go.
Okay. Let's play it.
All right,
Play
so
it.
give it a second in case it's really loud.
Okay. That's good.
SchmoCast rap. Here we go. You already know. All right, 4 Schmos, right? 4 Schmos. You, Josh, Ben, Easy E. Talking about stuff on this podcast. You see? All right. This episode, it's episode 3. Talked about
Stop dancing.
talked about stuff. It's relatable. Talked about Bass Bois colloquialisms. Talked about things you don't even know. Talked about stuff because we're schmo. Listening to this beat, pretty neat. Got kind of weird. Now I'm kind of tired. That barely rhymed. But you know what? I don't got time.
That was.
Never again.
Oh,
That was amazing. Well,
That's how you gotta end every rap with the.
oh my god! How long did it go? How long did it go?
oh man, I didn't
Oh,
look. Hold on. Give me a
Probably
second. Give me a
only added
second.
up to be
Let's see
like
if I can get it
10
back
seconds.
open.
Yeah, it
Felt
says
like-
time slowed
felt like
down.
10 years.
Yeah,
At some point, he
so it's not easy. You gotta hone your
at
skills.
some
We
point
gotta
he
have you
said
back.
that barely rhymed. I don't got
We
time.
gave him a hard topic though. That was not easy.
Come on, SchmoCast, easy.
We'll give you another. We're looking forward. We'll have the second
Yeah,
coming
watch
of
out,
Easy E.
watch out
We
for
call him
more
that for a reason, everybody.
Not for those reasons.
Because his name's Okay, well, thanks for listening, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that sick freestyle. Probably not gonna be on iTunes, unfortunately, but we might. I'm gonna
Spotify.
Maybe one
Probably
day.
on Spotify. Yeah.
I'll upload it. I'll upload it separately or something. Do something like that. I will. I'll give you some credit. I'll give you your own solo EP.
Do we have the jazz music playing in the background while that's happening too?
No,
Yeah,
that's
is
gonna
that
cut
is that
out.
gonna fade out?
Nah, it's gonna fade out. I'm not gonna let my boy Easy E down. Gotta hear those flows. All right,
Yeah,
this is
those
dragging on. All right, thanks
Anyway,
guys for listening.
stay
Sorry it was a
tuned
short one
For
but
Careless Whisper.
Short,
We're not
but
allowed to
No,
play
I'm kidding.
copyright music.
Oh wait.
All right, fine. A MIDI above it. We'll tune out to a MIDI of Careless Whisper. There it is. All right, thanks for listening, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the podcast, and we'll see you next week. Ben's close to the mic.
Love this
Just
song.
do it. Just do it, Ben.
See ya.
All right.